How do we feel about Nigel winning, everybody? Michelle, it's over to you in the crowd. Michelle, go on, take it away.
I can tell you now, when we got that result, there was an almighty, almighty cheer. Should we try and recreate the energy in that room, everybody? When they announced that Nigel Farage has finally entered Westminster, tell me what your reaction to that news is. Look, people have got the bubbles ready to go. Go on, who's in charge of this? Ready? Whoa. People, champagne is popping. People are happy, and I can tell you now, there are so many people looking forward to seeing what kind of mischief, what kind of pressure Nigel Farage is finally going to enact when he is in the Houses of Parliament. Cheers to you. Now, Patrick.
3 cheers, everybody. Hip, hip. Hooray. Hip, hip. Hooray. Hip, hip. Hooray.
I told you, the energy is high. Patrick Christie's, he's assembled a group of people that we are going to talk to as we speak. Patrick Christie's, back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it looks like you're having a heck of a lot of fun down there, I must say, Michelle. You've never been 10 feet away from a bottle of fizz since the moment we walked into this place, which is wonderful. You on the end there, sir. So you are a Conservative voter, is that right? But you how do you feel about Nigel's victory? What do you think?
Absolutely happy with the victory. I voted Conservative only because of local considerations. I voted for Kemi Badenoch.
Yep.
The Reform voter had the support pulled away. Other than that, I would have been Reform, but I voted for Kemi on that basis. So absolutely over the moon. It's right wing, and that's what we want.
Okay. Now, sir, you actually voted for Labour. Okay, but I believe you were saying if you lived in Clacton, you would have voted for Nigel. Can you explain that for me, please?
Well, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. I believe Labour need to know, and there needs to be someone there to make them know that we want change. And if they don't deliver it, they've got someone behind them who will, because like I said earlier, it could be very different at the next election if Labour don't realise what
Do you think Nigel in this election, it appears anyway, Reform have taken quite a few votes off Conservative voters. At the next election, that could well be Labour, do you think? They take votes off Labour?
Well, no, I think that depends. Things can change very quickly in politics, as we've seen over the last few years. So, no, I think that's all up for grabs.
It's all up for grabs. Now, sir, you are from America. Now, Nigel Farage very nearly did not stand in this election because he was going to go stateside and help Donald Trump with his presidential run. But actually, in the end, he said he'd had a change of heart. He thought he was letting people down. How significant do you think this Nigel Farage victory and the number of seats predicted for Reform is going to be for British politics?
I think it's amazingly huge. He is the only one talking straight, simple sense, right? The housing crisis is amazing. What's the cause? Too many people coming in, not enough housing supply. The NHS, the GPs are overloaded. Why? Too many people coming in. It is such simple math that no one wants to talk about. And he's terribly aligned with Donald Trump. They were running on basically the same thing. Put the people first. Worry about them. Solve their problems. Get this stuff sorted. That's it. So I think it's an amazing victory. I think for 4 weeks to turn that kind of result is just incredible.